Chapter 18. अष्टादशोऽध्यायः मोक्षयोगः। अर्जुन उवाच सन्न्यास्य महाबाहो तत्त्वमिच्छामि वेदितुम् त्यागस्य च ऋषिकेश पृथक् केशिनिषूदन। Arjun said, O Mahabaho, O Rishikesh, O Keshi Nisudan, I wish to know the true nature of both sannyas and tyag and the distinction between the two. Shri Bhagavan uvacha Kamayanam karmanam nyasam samyasam kavyo vidho sarva karma phala tyagam prahustyagam vichikshana. Shri Bhagavan said, according to the expert Pandits, complete renunciation of kamya karma, fruitive activities, is called sannyas, whereas the renunciation of the results of all activities is called tyag. त्याज्यम दोष वदिति एके कर्म प्राहुर्मनीषिणः यज्ञ दान तपा कर्म न त्याज्यम इति चापरे. Some thinkers, such as Sankhyavadis, propound that since every action is faulty, action should be relinquished. Others, like the Mimansaks, hold the opinion that acts of sacrifice, charity, and austerity should never be given up. Nishchayam shrunu me tatra tyago bharat sattamam tyago hi purusha vyagraha trividaha samparikirtitaha. O best of the Bharats, hear my definite opinion about tyag. O foremost among men, tyag is said to be of three kinds. Yajna dana tapa karma na tyajyam karma evata yajno danam tapaschaiva pavanani manishina. Action in form of sacrifice, charity, and austerity should by no means be relinquished because they are obligatory duties. Sacrifice, charity, and austerity purifies the hearts of even those who are thoughtful and wise. Etanayapi tu karmani sangam tyaktva phalani cha kartavyaniti me partha Nishchitam matam uttamam. O Partha, one should perform all of these activities having given up the ego of being the doer and abandoning attachment to the fruits. This is my definite and supreme opinion. Niyatasya tu sannyasaha karmano nopupaddate moha tasya parityaga tamasa parikirtitaha. But the renunciation of nitya karma, obligatory work, is not proper. To renounce such work out of delusion is described as tamasic. Dukham iti eva yat karma kaya kalesha bhayatyaje swakritva rajasam tyagam naiva tyaga phalam labhet. If one considers nitya karma to be a source of misery and relinquishes it out of fear of bodily discomfort, then his tyag is rajasic and he fails to obtain its results. Karyamiti eva yat karma niyatam kriyate arjuna sangam tyaktva phalancheva satyagah satviko matah. O Arjun, the tyag of one who performs nitya karma simply as a matter of duty, and who renounces all attachment to the fruits of action as well as to the ego of being the doer, is considered to be sattvic. Na dveshyati akushalam karma kushale nanu sajjate tyagi sattva samavishto medhavi chinnaya sanshaya. The tyagi, who is endowed with sattva guna, whose intelligence is steady, and who is free from all doubts, neither hates work which is troublesome, nor becomes attached to work which gives happiness. Nahi debrita shakyam tyaktum karmanya sheshataha yastu karma phalatyagi satyagitya vidhiyate. An embodied being cannot entirely relinquish action, but he who gives up the fruits of all actions is truly a tyagi. Anishtam ishtam mishrancha trividham karmana phalam bhavati atyaginam pretya natu sannyasi nam kvachit. Those who do not perform tyag as previously described attain three types of destinations after giving up the body: a hellish existence, hell; a place where the Deva resides, celestial planets; or as humans in this world. Sannyasis, however, never attain such results. Panchatayani mahabaho karanani nibodame Sankhya kritante proktani siddhaye sarva karmana. O Mahabahu, now hear from me about the 5 causes which are involved in the accomplishment of any action. They are described in Vedanta Sutra, Sankhya philosophy, which explains how to stop the reactions of karma. Adishtanam tatha karta karanancha prithag vidham vividhascha prithag cheshta devanchayavatra panchamam. The body, the agent, the senses, the various types of endeavors, and the indwelling prompter, antaryami, are the 5 causes of the success of karma which are mentioned in Vedanta. Shariravan manobhiryat karma pararabhite naraha nyayam va viparitam va panchaiti tasya hetavaha. These are the 5 causes behind whatever virtues or improper actions a person may perform by body, speech, or mind. Tatra vaima sati kartam atmanam kevalam tu yaha pashyati akrita buddhitvam nasa pashyati durmatihi. As such, a foolish person who ignores these 5 factors and considers the Atma alone to be the doer of all these works cannot see things as they are due to his impure intelligence. Yasya naham krito bhavo buddhiryasya na lippayate hatva pisa iman lokan nahanti na nibaddhayate. Even if he kills living beings, he who is free from the ego of being the doer and whose intelligence is not attached to the fruits of karma does not in reality kill, nor does he become bound by the results of his actions. Jnanam geyam parigyata trividha karma chodana karanam karma karteti trividaha karma sangraha. Knowledge, the knowable, and the knower, constitute the impulse to perform karma. The instrument, the activity, and the agent form the threefold basis of karma. Jnanam karma cha karta cha tridhaiva guna bhedataha prochayate guna sankhyane yathashava shrunutani. Sankhya Shastra describes the different modes of nature, knowledge, action, and the performer of action. Each is said to be of three types: Sattvic, Rajasic, and Tamasic. Now hear of them from me. Sarvabhuteshu yenekam bhavam avyam ikshate abhivaktam vibhukteshu tajjang jnanam vidhi sattvikam. Sattvic Gyan is that knowledge by which one sees the Jivatma in various bodies such as humans, devatas, animals, and birds are indivisible and imperishable, and that they all possess the same quality of consciousness, although they are experiencing various types of fruits. Prithaktvena tu yajjnanam nana bhavam prithak vidhan vetti sarveshu bhuteshu tajjam jnanam vidhi rajasam. However, that knowledge by which one sees different types of jivas in different bodies, such as devas and humans, and by which one perceives the jivas as belonging to different classifications and existing for different purposes, is known as Rajasic Gyan. Yattu Krishna vadamikasmin karje saktam ehetukam atatto vardha vadalpancha tattamasam udahritam. And Tamasic Gyan is that knowledge which causes one to be absorbed in activities related to the temporary body, such as bathing and eating, considering them to be the ultimate perfection. This is irrational, devoid of any spiritual substance or reality, and meager like that of the animals. Niyatam sangarahitam aragya dveshatah kritam afal prema suna karma yattad satvikam uchayate. The obligatory duty, nitya karma, which a person performs without fruitive desires and attachment, and which is free from any personal attraction or aversion, is called sattvic. Yattu kame pusuna karma sahankarena va punaha kriyate bahulayasam tadrajasam udahritam. However, that karma which is performed with great trouble by a conceited person who seeks to fulfill his fruitive desires is called Rajasic karma. Anubandham shayam himsam anapekshya cha paurasham mohadharabhyate karma yatta tamasam uchayate. That activity performed out of delusion, without considering one's own ability, which will bring miseries in the future, and which causes the destruction of dharma and gyan as well as loss to oneself or trouble to others, is called tamasic karma. Mukta sango naham vadi dhritya utsaha samanvitaha siddhya siddhyo nirvikaraha karta satvika uchayate. That karta, performer of action, who is free from fruitive desire and conceit, endowed with fortitude and enthusiasm, and who remains unaffected by the success or failure of his actions, is said to be sattvic. Ragi karma phala prepsu lubdha himsa atmakau ashuchihi हर्षशोकान्वितः कर्ता राजसः परिकीर्तितः. That karta who is attached to action and hankers for the fruits, who is addicted to sensing objects, who is always ready to indulge in violence, who is unclean and is carried away by elation and sorrow, is said to be Rajasic. Ayuktaha prakritaha stabdaha Shatho neshkriteko alasaha Vishadi dirgha sutri cha Karta tamasa uchayate. That karta who always neglects the injunction of the Shastra and endeavors according to his own acquired nature, who is obstinate, deceptive, insulting to others, lazy, despondent, and procrastinating, is said to be tamasic. Buddhir bhedam ditarascheva gunastatrividham shrunu procyamanam ashishena prithakatvaina dhananjaya. O Dhananjay, please listen. The three divisions of intelligence and determination pertaining to the different gunas are being described individually and completely. Pravrittincha nivrittincha karya karye bhaya bhaye bandham mokshanancha yaveti buddhihi sa partha satviki. O Partha, intelligence is sattvic if it is able to distinguish between proper and improper engagement, between what is to be feared and what is not to be feared, and between what is binding and what is liberating. Yaya dharma adharmancha karyancha karyamevacha ayathavat prajanati buddhihi sa partha rajasi. O Partha, that intelligence is rajasic if it distinguishes imperfectly between dharma and adharma, and between that which is to be done and that which is not to be done. Adharmam dharmam iti ya manyate tamsa vritaha sarvarthan vipritanscha buddhihi sa partha tamasi. O Partha, that intelligence is tamasic which considers adharma to be dharma and which endeavors in a perverse manner, being covered by ignorance and illusion. Dhritya yaya dharayete manaha pranindriya kriyaha yogena vyabhicharineya dhritihi sa partha satviki. O Partha, the unswerving determination which is attained by the practice of yoga and by which a person controls the functions of the mind, life here and senses is called Sattvic Dhriti. Yayatu dharma kamarthan dhritaya dharayate arjuna prasangena phalakangshi dhritihi sa partha rajasi. O Partha, O Arjun, the determination by which one adheres to dharma, sense gratification and economic development, driven by attachment to enjoy the fruits, is called Rajasic Dhriti. Yaya swapanam bhayam shokam vishadam madmaivacha na vimucchayanti durmedha dhritihi sa tamasi mata. But the unintelligent determination, which cannot go beyond sleep, fear, lamentation, depression, and madness, is called Tamasic Dhriti. Sukham trividanim trividham शृणु मे भरतर्षभा अभ्यासद रमते यत्र दुखांतञ्च निगच्छति. O best of the Bharat dynasty, now hear from me about the three types of happiness. The happiness which a jiva relishes by constant cultivation and which brings an end to the misery of material existence is known as sattvic happiness. Yattad agre visham eva pariname amritopamam tad sukham sattvikam proktam atma buddhi prasadajam. That happiness which is like poison in the beginning but nectar in the end, and which is generated from the purity of intelligence related to the self, is sattvic happiness. Vishayendriya samyoga yattad agre amritopamam pariname vishameva tat sukham rajasam smritam. Rasic happiness is produced by the contact of the senses with the sense objects. It is like nectar in the beginning but poison in the end. Yad agre chanubande cha sukham mohanam atmanaha nidralasya pramadottam tat tamasam udahritam. That happiness which covers the nature of the self from beginning to end and which arises from sleep, laziness, negligence and indifference is called tamasic happiness. Na tadasti prithviyam va divi deveshu va punaha sattvam prakriti jair muktam yad ebihi syatribhir gunehi. Among humans and other earthly species, or even among the devas in Swarga, no object or entity anywhere in this creation is free from these three gunas, which are born of material nature. Brahmana Kshatriya Visham Shudrancha Parantapa Karmani Pravibhaktani Swabhava Prabhaver Gune. O Parantapa, the prescribed duties of the Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras are divided according to the dispositions born of their respective natures. Shamodamas shocham Shantir arjavam evacha Jnanam vijnanam ashtikyam Brahma karma swabhavajam. Control of the mind and senses, penance, purity, tolerance, simplicity, knowledge of the self and of bhajan, and firm faith in and realization of Shastra are the characteristic qualities and duties of the Brahmins born of their own natures. Shaurjam tejo dhriti daraksham Yuddhe chapa palayanam Danam ishvara bhavascha Shatra karma savbhavajam. Heroism, boldness, firmness, dexterity, not fleeing from a battle, generosity, and leadership are the prescribed actions of the Kshatriyas, which are born of their own nature. Krishi go raksha vanijyam Vaishya karma swabhavajam Paricharjyatmakam karma Shudraya sevapi swabhavajam. The prescribed karma of the Vaishyas, which is born of their own nature, is agriculture, protecting cows, commerce and trade. The karma of the Shudras, which is born of their own nature, is to render service to the other three varnas. Sve sve karmanya bhirataha samsiddhim labate naraha स्वकर्मनिरतं सिद्धिं यथा विन्दति तर्षुनुः. Men are devoted to their own karma according to their respective qualifications. Thus, they attain the perfection of being eligible to acquire Gyan. Now hear how a person who is engaged in this prescribed duty can attain perfection. Yataha parvirtirbhutana yena sarvamidam tatam sarvakarmanatam abhyarcha siddhim vindati manavaha. A man attains perfection through the performance of his own prescribed karma by worshipping Parameshwar, from whom all jivas have come into existence and by whom this world is pervaded. Shreyan swadharmo vigunaha paradharmat swanushtita swabhavaniyatam karma kurvanapnoti kilvisham. It is more beneficial to perform one's own occupational duty, swadharma, even though inferior or imperfectly performed, than to perfectly execute the higher duty of another, paradharma. By performing his swadharma, a man incurs no sin. Sahajam karma kaunteya sadoshmapi na tyajayet sarvarambha hi doshena dhumenagnirevavritaha. O Kaunteya, one should not relinquish duty that is in accordance with one's nature, even if that duty has some defect, because all undertakings are covered by some fault, just as fire is covered by smoke. Asakta buddhihi sarvatra jitatma vigata spriha neshkarmya siddhim paramam sanyasenadi gacchati. One whose intelligence is not attached to anything material, whose chitta is under control, and who is free from all desires, even for achieving the happiness of Brahmaloka, attains supreme perfection in the form of neshkarmya, reaction-free action, by completely renouncing karma. Siddhim prapto yatha brahma tathapnoti nibodhame samaseneva kaunteya nishtha jnanasya ya para. Hear from me in brief, O Kaunteya, the means by which a person who has achieved perfection in the form of neshkarmya attain Brahm, which is the highest culmination of Gyan. Buddhaya vishuddhaya yukto dhritaya atmanam niyam cha shabdadin vishvams tattva ragadeshvo vyudhvasya cha vivikta sevi laghavashi yatvak kaya manasaha dhyana yoga paro nityam vairagyam samupashritaha ahankaram balam darpam kama krodam parigriham vimuchaya nirmamam shanto brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Being blessed with pure intelligence, controlling the mind with forbearance, relinquishing the objects of sense enjoyment, such as sound, being freed from attachment and aversion, living in a sanctified solitary place, eating little, controlling the body, mind and speech, constantly taking shelter of yoga by meditation on Bhagwan, being completely detached and free from false ego, false attachment, arrogance, desire, anger, and unnecessary accumulation of possessions, being free from the notion of mine and situated peacefully, such people are qualified to realize Brahma. ब्रह्मभूतः प्रसन्नात्मा न शोचति न काङ्क्षति समः सर्वेषु भूतेषु मद्भक्तिं लभते पराम्. A person thus situated in Brahm becomes fully joyful. He never laments or desires anything. Being equally disposed to all beings, he attains bhakti to me, which is blessed with the symptoms of prema. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yaschasmi tatvatah tato mam tatvato gyatva vishate tadanantaram. It is only by bhakti that he can know the tattva of my glories and sarupa. He then enters my internal pastimes through that tattva on the strength of prema bhakti. Sarva karmani api sada kurvano madvyapa ashraya mat prasada davapnoti shashvatam padam avayayam. One who is my ekantik bhakta attains the eternal and imperishable Vaikuntha abode by my grace, even though he is always engaged in various types of activities. Chetasa sarva karmani mai sanyasya matparaha buddhi yogam upashritya madchittaha satatam bhava. With your mind free from the false ego of being the doer, wholeheartedly offering me all your activities, and taking shelter of resolute intelligence filled with dedication to me, remain always absorbed in full consciousness of me. Mat-chitta sarva durgani mad-prasadatra yashasi atha cheta tvam ahankaran Nashrayasi vinakshasi. By constantly remembering me with wholehearted devotion, you will, by my grace, cross over all obstacles. But if, out of false ego, you neglect my instructions, you will be ruined. Yad ahankara mashretya Nayotasa iti manyase mithyaiva vyavasayaste prakritistam niyokshati. This resolution not to fight is only due to your self-conceited indulgence, and it will only go in vain, for my maya in the form of Rajagun will compel you to fight anyway. Swabhavajena kaunteya nibaddha svena karmana kartum nechasi janamoha karishayasi avasho apita. O Kaunteya, that action which in your present deluded state you now wish to avoid will nevertheless be forced upon you, because you are bound by the activities born of your own nature. Ishvara sarva bhutanam hridadeshu arjano tishtati brahmayan sarva bhutani yantra rudani mayaya. O Arjun, Sarvantaryami Paramatma is situated in the heart of all jivas and is causing them to wander in the cycle of birth and death by his maya, as if they are mounted on a machine. Tameva sharanam gaccha sarva bhavena bharata tad prasadat param shantim sthanam prapasayasi shashvatam. O Bharat, surrender exclusively to that Ishwar in every respect. By his grace, you will attain transcendental peace and the supreme eternal abode. इति ते ज्ञानम् अख्यातं गुह्याद्गुह्यतरं मया विमृश्येत अशेषेण यदेच्छसि तथा कुरु. Thus, I have instructed you in knowledge which is more confidential than the secret knowledge of Brahm. Reflect on this knowledge properly and then act as you wish. सर्वगुह्यतं भूयः शृणु मे परमं वचः इष्टोऽसि मे दृढमिति ततो वक्ष्यामि ते हितम्. Hear once more my supreme instruction, the most confidential of all knowledge. I am speaking this for your highest benefit because you are very dear to me. Manmana bhava madbhakto madyaji mam namaskuru mam eva shayasi satyam te pratijane priya asi me. Offer your mind to me. Become my bhakta by hearing and chanting etc. about my names, forms, qualities and pastimes. Worship me and offer obeisances to me. In this way, you will certainly come to me. I promise you this truthfully because you are very dear to me. Sarvadharman paritajya मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वं सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः. Completely abandoning all bodily and mental dharma such as varna and ashram, fully surrender to me alone. I shall liberate you from all reactions to your sins. Do not grieve. इदन्ते नातपस्काय न भक्तया कदाचन न चाशुशुषवे वाच्यं न च मामयोऽभ्यसूयति. You should never explain this essence of Gita Shastra to anyone whose senses are uncontrolled, who is a non-devotee, who is devoid of a serving mood, or who is envious of me. या इमं परम गुह्यं मद्भक्त इवेभाधासयति भक्तिमयि परं कृत्वा मामेव शयति असंशया. He who instructs this most confidential knowledge of Gita Shastra to my bhaktas will attain para bhakti unto me, and upon becoming free from all doubts, will finally attain me. Na cha tasman manusheshu kashin me priya kritamaha bhavita na cha me tasmad anya priyataro bhuvi. There is no one in human society who performs a more pleasing service to me than one who explains this message of the Gita to others. Nor will there be anyone in the entire world more dear to me than him. Adheshayate chaya imam dharmyam samvadamavayoho jnanam yagyena tenaham ishtasyam iti me matihi. I shall be worshipped by those who study this sacred dialogue between us through Jnana Yajna, the principle of true knowledge. This is my opinion. Shraddhavan anusuyascha shunuvad api yo naraha so api muktaha shubhalan lokan prapnuyad punya karmanam. And one who merely hears this Gita with faith and without envy also becomes liberated from sins and goes to the auspicious planets that are attained by the pious. Kajjid eta shrutam partha toekagrena cetasa कच्चिद् आज्ञा समोहः परनष्टस्ते Dhananjaya. O Partha, O Dhananjaya, have you heard this Gita with undivided attention? Having heard it, has your delusion born of ignorance been dispelled? Arjunovachaha Nashto moha smriti labdva Tvat maya chutya Sthito asmi gata sandeha Karishe vachanam tava. Arjun said, O Achyuta, my delusion is dispelled by your grace, and I have regained the memory of my true self. My doubt has gone, and I am situated firmly in true Gyan. I will now carry out your order. Sanjaya Uvachaha Ityam Vasudevasya Parthasya cha Mahatmana Samvadam imam ashruyasam Adbhutam Roma Harshanam. Sanjay said, O king, thus I have heard this wonderful dialogue between Mahatma Vasudeva and Partha, which causes my hair to stand on end. Vyasa prasada shrutavan imam guhyam aham param Yogam yogeshwarat krishnat sakshat kathayatah swayam. By the grace of Srila Vyasadeva, I have heard this most confidential yoga explained directly by Yogeshwar, the all-attractive Shri Krishna himself. Rajan samsmritya samvadam imam adbhutam Keshavarjunayo punyam rishayami cha muhurmuhu. O king, as I repeatedly recall this wonderful and sacred dialogue between Shri Keshav and Arjun, I rejoice again and again. Tacha samsmritya sapsmritya Rupam atyadbhutam hare Vismayo me mahan rajan Rishayami cha punaha punaha. O king, as I remember that most wonderful form of Shri Hari, I am struck with great amazement and I am thrilled at every moment. Yatra Yogeshwaro Krishna Yatra Partho Dhanurdhara Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Wherever there is Shri Krishna, the master of all yoga, and wherever there is Partha, the wielder of the bow, there will surely be opulence, victory, prosperity, and righteousness. This is my definite opinion. Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjun Samvade Moksha Sannyasa Yogo Nama